Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sweating Geography YouTube channel. Today, I bring you Season 4, Week 2 of the Weekly City Quiz. If you're unaware of what the Weekly City Quiz is, it's a little series that's been going on in my Discord, which will be linked in the description, for a while now. Essentially, the GOAT who runs it, Refop, takes cities from City Quiz, puts them on City Quiz, and screenshots them. Going by region, there are 17 rounds, and we go through and guess them. And at the end of the week, he will release a leaderboard with who got the most points. You get 1 point per city you guess. And yeah, it's a fun little competitive way to show your city knowledge. So if you want to participate, you can join the Discord. Anyone can participate. You can play any time of the week. But yeah. Let's get this started. I'm playing the day before it ends, so I should... I kind of put this one off a little bit. But yeah, we'll put in Sweating Geography here. Alright, so starting off here, we have Europe, and the bottom one is San Marino. Okay, that is interesting. By the way, big rule to know here, there are no national capitals. Yeah, there can be territory or disputed land capitals, though, so that's something to watch out for. But... here in Czechia, that should just be Olomouc. I'll try to provide facts and insight on some of these when I know that. Some cities I just won't know a whole lot about, though. So, try to provide my thought process with a lot of these if I can. Italy should be Udine. And the San Marino one. So, I mean, I've learned the subdivisions of San Marino, which correspond to the towns. I think they're called something, but I can't remember. But I think one of the larger ones is Saravaya. So I'm going to go with that. Can't think of anything else. I'm going to capitalize these just out of etiquette. I don't know why I didn't originally. Alright. Here, that's pretty easy. That's Voru. Shares the same name with the subdivision. That one is Vitebsk in Belarus. And that should be Smolensk. A lot of major cities. These cities are pretty well known historically because they're kind of key players in the Barbarossa operation, which was like Nazi Germany's push on Soviet Russia. So yeah, good historical stuff there. All right, so now here we have Crete. We should be in Oceania, which is the second largest city on Crete, I believe. Kosovo here should be Prizren. And then the Romania. So Romania here, I believe it's Galați, because there's Galați and Brăila here. But Brăila is the southern one, and I think Brăila is more like here. And Galați is here. So I'm going to go with Galați. There we go. Alright. And we got some more of this. So Portugal should be Viseu. That's the same name as the county that's there. And Spain should be Cáceres, one of the larger cities in Extremadura. Is that? I really hope that's right, because if that's not that, it's embarrassing. Okay, and then France, that should be... That's tough. Well, because I think it's Béziers. I think there's an accent on the E, right? So it's Béziers. But it could be Narbonne, because that's also there. So I'm a little bit scared of that, but whatever. Okay, Vietnam. Yeah, this is not... Immediately looking at this, I don't think I'm getting very many of these. So funny enough, the one I know is the smallest one. This Lao city is definitely Phon Savon. I've seen it using something recently, so that reminded me of it. But yeah, for Lao, it's a pretty large city. But yeah, nothing much else. If I can remember that thing I saw about it, I'll tell you, but I can't at the minute. The Vietnam one, I don't have a prayer. I can't lie. I need to study Vietnam. I just do not know a lot. I know like the 5 biggest cities. Okay. And then China here. I'm torn. So I guess we can guess both because I have 2 guesses left. But I know Dali is a city there. I always just associated that with the artist Salvador Dali. He's famous for like his melting clocks paintings and all that. But I think the other one, I want to say it's like Taoshan or Baoshan. I think Baoshan looks better. I think it's probably Dali, but I know Baoshan's also like down there, so I'm skeptical, but I think it's one of those. Okay, this is a little bit better. So I think the Azerbaijani one, again, I'm the most confident about the smallest one because this should be Nakhchivan. It's the capital or largest city of Nagorno-Karabakh, which is this Azerbaijani exclave right here. And then, so the one in Iraq, I think it's like Sayumadaya or something. Is it Saleh Malaya? I think I think that's like kind of close, maybe Saleh Madaya. I don't know. It's a long name. I can't think of it. But then Iran here should be Rasht. I think that's the city there. Unless it's Fasht, but I think it's Rasht. I hope it's Rasht. Yeah, along the Alborz Mountains, which is the range that goes around coastal Iran, there's a lot of like pretty similar sized cities, pretty tight together, so kind of hard to tell, but I think Rasht is one of the larger ones. That's the one right there, hopefully. Okay, this is a lot easier for me. So Russia here, this should be Ulan-Ude. Here, this Mongolian one is Darkhan. It's, I think, the third largest city in Mongolia. And this one I think came up after a recent discussion in the Discord. This city is called Hulunbuir, and like many Chinese cities, has insane city limits. So that's why a lot of people don't use city limits when doing global things, because China's city limits are stupid. Like, this city, for example, isn't actually very large, but the city limits encompass like this entire northern bit of Inner Mongolia. So a lot of funky stuff that goes on there. So yeah, that's why I know that one. Okay. Ooh, this is an interesting round. So immediately, the Japan one is the one I should get, but I don't remember what it is. It's the one, yeah, it's west of the Noto Peninsula. But I know Toyama is, I think that's on the east side. So I don't think that's that. It's in the prefecture. Prefecture is Ishikawa, so I think that might be my guess. I can't remember the city. That doesn't seem right, but I know the prefecture is Ishikawa, so hopefully that's right. I'm not too confident on though. The South Korean one, island, is really fun. I have a thought process on this. So really the only South Korean island that's like relevant, I think, because I've never heard of any other ones being over on this side of South Korea, is Uleong. The island is called Uleong-do, and I never heard of like there being a city on it. My presumption is, though, because do is the South Korean like suffix, or not South Korean, but Korean suffix for island. So I think this should just be Uleong. That's gonna be my guess. I think that's how it's. I think you get double L on that island. I don't know. I hope. Yeah, I think that's a decent guess. This one, it's North Korea, and a lot of people don't have great North Korea knowledge. Neither do I, to be fair. But I think so. I've watched a couple travel videos about, people going to this Chinese city on the border of North Korea across the Yalu River here, called Dendong. And the city across it is escaping my mind. I think it's like Saluiju. I think Saluiju. That doesn't look right. I don't know. Is it Sahuiju? That looks better. I'm going to go with that. I think that, I don't know, not incredibly confident. This might be a 1 out of 3, because I'd like, or maybe a 0. But because I think I like my Uleong logic. I hope that's right. Okay. Thankfully, okay, this is easier. So, Gambia, this should be Brikama. I know it's not Serekunda or Banjul, because when I was learning some Africa stuff, especially a lot of the smaller countries in Africa, I was doing a lot of the things like figuring out which ones are on City Quiz and which ones are not. And I remember that Brikama, because of the way City Quiz measures a lot of metrics, Brikama is by a long shot the largest. And I forget what measure it is. It might just be metro or city limits. I forget. But Brikama should be the largest one here, and that should be the works. So in Senegal now, We have South Panhandle. Really, the only large city that I know down here is Ziguinchor, and that should be the answer here because this dot looks pretty big. And then this one should be Bafata. So Guinea-Bissau, Central Guinea-Bissau, really the only like town, and it's a decent size too, is Bafata. There's an accent on the A, but I wish I could put it, but my international keyboard isn't on. Okay. After this is tougher. This is a tougher Africa. So, top is Comoros. So I think that's Grand Comore Island there. So this should be the East Island, which I think it's called. It starts with an A. Forget the name. It's like Anchor or something. I don't remember. No, Anjaun, I think is the name. Anjaun. But the city I think is Mutsamudu. That, because I know from the most famous cities quiz series, that was one of the ones on there. That should be it, I hope. And now Madagascar, to be honest, I don't even have a guess. Like, I don't know. Not guessing anything here. There's not really physical features to go off of, make a guess. Don't think I know this one. So what I think I'm going to do is double guess on the Reunion here. Because Reunion's a very densely populated island. You got a lot of cities very close together. Looking at the center of this dot, this should be on the south coast. So my thought, the two cities that are like big down there are Lutampon and Saint-Pierre. I think I'm just going to guess both of them. I think Saint-Pierre is larger. I don't remember which one's on the coast or really know their precise locations, but I know they're both South Reunion. So that hopefully will work out for us. All right. This is a tougher US. So here it looks like we have, if you're not good at US, you're not getting it like any of these. Okay. So Wisconsin, I think, is Wausau. And there's not many cities up in like northern Wisconsin, so I think that should be like many larger cities. There are a couple towns and stuff, but that probably will be the answer. I'm not an expert on Wisconsin, but it might work. Chicago here is just Peoria, surely. It's a fairly large size dot. Peoria should line up. I think that's exactly where that is. And then Michigan. This one had me a little bit thinking, but I think it should be Holland. I couldn't remember the precise locations of Muskegon and Holland. I kind of get them switched up sometimes, but I think this should be Holland. I think Muskegon's further north, along with like Norton Shores and Grand Haven. But yeah, I hope it's definitely not Grand Haven, because Grand Haven is on the coast, and I don't think any of the other three cities I mentioned are. Okay. And this is, like, if you look at the center of the stop, this isn't actually on the coast. Okay. Now, there's some tougher North America here, because this is not my specialty region. I'm pretty sure I can get a 2 out of 3, though. So, Haiti is Lekai. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I think it's close, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that, like, there's not a lot of cities down there. I think that should be it. I don't have any historical context or anything to give you, but yes, Lekai. Panama, I'm pretty sure. So, the reason I'd know this, after I watched Beast Games, which you haven't, is actually a decent show. There's a little place, so it was filmed on an island in Panama called La Vivienda Island, which is right here near Isla de Rey. So after that, I was like, oh, I'll look at some other Panamanian islands, and I was like, okay. So I found this up here. This should be the, I think it's the Boca del Toro, or Boca de Toro? Boca de Toro. Boca del Toro, I think, maybe. I don't think it'll matter. I hope he gives me it anyways. But Boca de Toro Archipelago. And I think it shares the name with the town that's on the island there. I think the island is Colon Island? Maybe. But yeah. I think that should be correct. But unfortunately, this Honduras one, I don't think I can think of, which kind of sucks. I've technically been to Honduras. I've been to little island right here, which embarrassingly, even though I've been there, I can't place a name on it. That sucks. Okay. But yeah, I cannot recall what this is, unfortunately. So we'll just go with smiley face, because I'm pretty confident with the other two. Alright, and now Mexico. This should be easier. So this is Oaxaca State, and I believe it's also just Oaxaca City. Right in the center there. This one in Veracruz. So Edorica, Veracruz is like here, right? And you got like Coatzacoalcos and stuff. I think north is Jalapa, North Inland. Jalapa should work. And then Uruapan. Uruapan is this one, I believe. It's in Michoacan State. So I think, yeah, that works. I can't think of any other cities that are there, so hopefully that's right. That's the most guess out of these three. I'm pretty confident in these two. This one, I don't know. Probably right. I don't know. Okay. Okay, that's tough. This is, I don't know. I think I know that. I think that's San Cristobal. Although I can't remember if it's called San Cristobal or San Bolivar. I don't remember. It's something. It's the city across from Cucuta in Colombia. But this is not Cucuta. This is the city of Bucaramanga, another very large city in Colombia. I think it's got a couple 100,000 people. So, yeah. Good sized city there. The Brazilian Amazonas one is tough, though. Because Amazonas. So, I mean, obviously you have Manaus and a couple other cities there. But, like, actual Western Amazonas is empty. It's just the freaking Amazon, man. But, I'm trying to think. I think there's a city called, like, Tefa. I want to say. I don't remember, really. I think it's probably Tefa. Hopefully so. I'm not confident. Okay, we're nearing the end. We have 3 more rounds here. So, now we have this, I think is Calama, Chile. That's the Chile one right here. Fairly large city up in the north of Chile. Okay, and then now we have Bolivia here, which I think is just Torija. And I mean, I know a lot of larger cities in Bolivia, and I think it's also namesake of a subdivision, I believe. So that, yeah, checks out. And Argentina here, I'll be honest, I don't have a clue. I don't know. And I'm confident in the other two, so yeah, I think I'm just going to send a smiley face. Alright. Okay. Now we got Oceania. These ones are always tough, but they can be fun. So, this looks like, it's on Micronesia, and it looks like if we try to get a closer look, it should just be on Pompeii. If we try to get even further, on the north of Pompeii. So, North Pompeii only means one city. So, Colonia city here. Little fun fact about Colonia. I don't know why. I don't know where. I don't know the reason. But, for whatever reason it is, Colonia's label on Google Maps comes up before, like, even the country label of Micronesia. If you go on Google Maps and look at Oceania, like, it's one of the first labels that pops up that's, like, pops up with the other island nation countries, like, in the south. But it pops up before, like, any of the actual Polynesian names, which is really funny to me. Don't know what's up with that, but it's pretty silly. So, yeah, Colonia. And then this one, he said Solomon Islands, which is tough. My thought is if we're in, like, that eastern range, in, like, I think it's are they called the Santa Cruz Islands, I think? The two ones in, Tomoku, I think is the state. Pick some of these words with a grain of salt. I think I'm right on most of them. If I don't think I'm right, I won't say it. But I think that's hopefully right. And I think this city, there's like one town. I want to say it's Lata. I don't know. I feel okay about that. We'll go with Lata. Okay, and then here, if we try to, this should be top of this island. Wait, how do I know? How am I forgetting the name of that island? Well, that's annoying, but whatever. But I think the town should be Labasa. That was on the most famous cities in Fiji. So yeah, it's noble. Okay, so random country this week is Sudan, which, I mean, it's not a great country for me, but I think I want to say I know all these cities. Okay, so this one in the south is obviously Nyala. I think that's one of the largest. It's not like, I don't know if it might be third. It might be third. I don't know. I think it's third largest in Sudan. And then you have over here, want to say Rabac is that. And then up further north. It's like Atkara or something. I think it's Atkara. Yeah. So I think we did pretty good this week. I don't think it was as good as last week. But if you haven't watched last week and you enjoyed this one, and go do that. But I'm going to cut to when I have the results, and I will go over them real quick. All right. See you then. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the review section of the video. So, here we got first again. So this season is going pretty well so far, getting first both weeks. I haven't checked by how much, but I think it's been pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I don't know how close Reina was, though, so we'll have to see near the end here. So, looking back at this, I am very surprised to be getting Saraville. This was pretty cool, because that was purely a guess. I was like, one of the bigger ones is Saraville. We'll go with that. Happy with that. Somehow 30% of people getting that. Goat, I guess. I don't know. Ulamouts, and Udini both got. I feel like Udini was one of the easier ones on the list, so it was Ulamouts. And then we had Viteb, Smolensk, and Voru. Another easier round, though. I could see people messing up Voru. If you don't know Estonian subdivisions, this would be a tough one to know. Next one in Europe, we had Oceania, Prizren, and Galatz. Again, all pretty mid-level cities. These are all knowable. If you studied Europe cities a decent amount, but if you don't, then you probably won't know them. So I did get everything so far. I did actually get every city in Europe, so that was nice. I was happy to see that. It was Bouziers, so it was not Narbonne. I was worried about that. Carceres we did get, and Viseu. All that got. So I was surprised that this actually was Baushan, because I was certain it was going to be Dolly. I didn't think Baushan was there. So I guess I'm glad that I double guessed on that and didn't try to put in some random Vietnamese bullcrap. Because I have never heard of Mong Chai. I don't know how to pronounce this, but never heard of this in my life. And apparently I was the only one who got Fonsaban, which, albeit it's not a giant city, was happy to see that. So was not expecting to be the only one to get that. All right. Then Asia number 2. This was the Middle East round. We had Sulaimania. I think I put something close, but I don't think I would have gotten points for this, because I think I put like Salai Majida or something. But yeah, I'd heard of the city. I knew that it was that, but I couldn't remember the full name. So yeah, did not get that one. That was the first. No, we missed this one. That was the first one. But yeah, this was another miss. We got both Rasht and Nakhchivan, so I was happy with that. And this round we got all three: Darkhan, Ulan Uday, and Hulun Boyer. Then we had Seunju, like all this. This was the Japan one, which I'm mad at, but only 20% of people got. I'm not sure if he gave me North Korea, because I think I said like Sihuiju instead of Sinhuiju, which, understandably, if he didn't. Was very happy about getting Uleong here, though, because that was mostly just like logic. All right, and then moving on to Africa, we got all three in this round. That was easier for me. Lutampon, I was happy because I was probably gonna go Saint-Pierre there instead of Lutampon if I wouldn't have double guessed. So yeah, I took the guess off of Marawant Cetra here in Madagascar. I've never heard of this city. Never would be getting that. And then Mutsamuda, I got Mutsamudu and Lutampon. So that's nice. So only missed one in Africa this week. As of North America, I'm pretty happy to get all three of these. This was not an easy North America, so I was this was the U.S. round, really, so happy to get all those. And we got Bocas del Toro, glad I got that one, and Lecay. Puerto Lempira, which I've heard of. I was never getting that, no matter how long I thunk, though, because, I don't know, it's not a city I really, have known ever. Just a city I've seen in passing. And then here we have Oaxaca, Jalapa, and Uruapan. It was a decently easy Mexico. I think a lot of these were pretty gettable. All right, and then we had South America, and with Bucaramanga, San Cristobal, and Cauri San Sebastião. This was the least guessed city. No one got this. I've never seen this in my life, so I mean, I would say good job to the people who got it, but nobody did. So you're in the same boat as me. I'm glad I got San Cristobal though, because I was thinking that could have been San Bolivar. Shut up, dogs. My dogs are barking. I apologize if there's background noise. They need to shut up. All right. So, and then we have Calama, Tartagal, and Tarija. So Tartagal here was the Argentina city, and I have no clue. Like, I've never seen this in my life. I don't know how I got that. Otherwise, we got Colonia, Lata. I was very surprised that I got all three here. That was pretty epic, because, I mean, like, Lata was kind of a guess. I couldn't really tell. La Basa, I kind of knew. And Colonia, I was pretty sure, but, like, there's a lot of cities on Pompeii. So, yeah, I was very happy to get all three Oceania. And the random country, we actually managed to get, I think I put Atkara. I don't know if he gave me that, but it was still all right. So we did get at least 2 out of 3 on Sudan here. So pretty good. So 33 people played this week, same as last week, but it is a tie for the record, so that's good, I think. Most guest cities were Oaxaca, Smolensk, and Vitebsk. And then least guests were, number 1 least guest with 0 is Coari, or Sao Sebastião. And the second ties were Fonsaban and Marwan Cetra. So I did end up getting Fonsaban, so that was a nice one. And now let's check out the results just real quick. So if we scroll down here to the most recent one, Season 3, Season 4. Okay. So. Oh, damn. Okay, we had another week where we kind of crushed 45 points out of the max, which I think is 51. So that's pretty hype. I'd love to see that. Okay. So, yeah, we got first by quite a bit again. It wasn't all that close. But yeah, very nice. Love to see all the normal people playing and then some new people here and there. So that's always nice to see it this community slowly build up. So if you guys haven't been playing the weekly quiz, I highly recommend you play this week, or yeah, week 3, which is already out. So go have fun with that quiz. Join the Discord. It'll be in the description. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm just gonna head out. I hope you guys have a lovely day. I think I'll be releasing Florida tomorrow. That's the plan. So I'll see you guys later. And as always,